Man, that spring break bust.
Woo,
off
this
the
call
charts.
will be recorded.
Oh, Sabrina, you're recording us. Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
Not a whole lot. I was pretty fired up about the about Jane's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, why? What do you think? What's on your mind?
Well, especially listening to it again, because I listened to it when I dropped my son off at school, and then I just listened to it play again. Imagine being however old she is, 18, 19, whatever, having the first taste of freedom you've ever had in your life because you've been indoctrinated to, live a certain way, and then be shamed on the radio for it. Like, it just didn't sit well with me. And I know that it's all fun and games, but it actually felt really sad, and I feel really bad for her. And in my text message, I was saying, I really hope that this trip is the moment that Jane can look back and go, and that's when I left the church, because holy crap.
Yeah. When you say you listen to it, what city are you in?
I'm in Fort Collins.
Oh, you're listening on the app or you're listening to Kiss FM?
I'm listening. I listened on Kiss FM and dropping my son off, and now I'm listening on the app.
All right. That's cool.
Use them both. We like that.
Yeah. So, I mean,
she sounds like she's having a really good time no matter what was happening over here.
She cared about anything we said. She was going to live her life.
She does not feel shamed from what I heard. She's living her best life.
Well, I mean, that little turd burger sitting there being like, I should tell your parents. Like, okay, he went from the church wouldn't agree with this to why aren't you doing this with me real quick, didn't he? Like, give me a break.
Yeah, well, I'd be like, why aren't you doing this with me too?
Of course you would.
Right, but don't come at it from a church perspective.
Right.
Just be a human about it, you know?
Right.
Anyways, I just hope that Jane lives her life, and this is like her first taste of many, many, many experiences.
I don't think she's coming home.
Doing what's
Thanks,
good
Sabrina.
for her.
Thank you for listening, Sabrina.
Run.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you for listening.
You too. Bye.
So you can listen to us on the radio, or you can listen to us for free on the iHeartRadio app. I think one of the easiest ways, if you want to listen to us live on the app, you download the app, it's free, and then you go to 104.7 Kiss FM Phoenix. You can hear us live. Or after the show, you just download our podcast. Or during the show, I think we post our podcasts up as they happen, as breaks happen. So if you miss Spring Break Bust, we're going to have it up on our Instagram pretty soon, where we'll send it directly to your phone. That'll be coming up shortly. Somebody here says Spring Break Bust gives me a headache, stomach ache. Somebody else said Spring Break Bust, more like Rumspringer. What does that mean? Rumspringer.
I don't know.
I have no clue what that means.
We need to contest it. We got Bruno Mars tickets on the line. Bruno's kicking off the Romantic Tour next month. The second stop of the tour is right here in the Valley at State Farm Stadium, April 14th and 15th. 2 Valley shows. Special guests, Leon Thomas and Anderson Paak. Johnjay and Rich, that's us, have your free tickets. We need a contestant. 877-937-1047. Call us now to play. In the meantime, while we get a contestant, a little TV recap. I'm so into JFK and Carolyn Bessette. Do you see it's the highest rated show in the history of Disney and Hulu?
Really?
What?
And I'm talking about Disney's
Over
got
Mandalorian?
That's surprising, yeah, because I'm like all the Star Wars shows,
That's what
they're
I
always
mean.
huge.
Limited series. It's the highest rated limited series, which would beat Mandalorian because that was a limited series.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's one of those. Yeah, I'm all caught up. They just got married.
I'm so happy for them.
Yeah, I know.
In the 90s.
Are you caught up?
I am. Yeah, I just watched I think there's 6 episodes out right now, and I caught up this weekend.
What's weird about JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, not weird, but like they got married the exact same day my wife and I got married.
Oh, really?
And I remember talking about it, going, oh my God. And I forgot all about it until the shows come out. And I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack's all 90s music. That's really good music that I forgot about.
It's pretty popular right now. The 90s are back.
I know, right? All those
Big
videos
time.
that people making. I thought about like Peyton making a video. You know the thing where they go, Dad, what were you like in the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
And you would just be a cell. A montage of cells. Anyway.
A gleam.
Anyone watching Paradise?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
I started watching it too. I'm only 1 episode in though. And I honestly only watch it because I caught up on the JFK thing. I couldn't log into my Apple account, so I couldn't catch up on Shrinking. I'll fix it. But I was like, what was that show Johnjay kept talking about? Oh, yeah, Paradise. And then it took me forever to realize it was on Hulu. And then when I finally got it, I was like, but it's like supposedly like a sci-fi end of the world thing, right? But it doesn't feel that way. Like
you
one
on season
episode
one?
in.
Season
No,
one?
I started season 2.
Oh, so you're
because you said
Graceland.
you didn't have to watch season
Right.
1.
You're in Graceland. They're at Graceland.
Yeah.
Right?
I thought that was a great episode. That first episode of Paradise, I really enjoyed. The second one's a little slow, and that's as far as I am. I got
really
through
liked it.
with the where he finds the camp of kids and everything like that.
Yeah, the plane crash.
It's a little slow, but it's really a good show.
It's
One
really
of
good.
my
And,
faves.
Hey, the funniest thing I've seen in a long time is Ted season 2 is out on Peacock too. I highly recommend that. Tracy, you got a spring break bus comment. Good morning.
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, I was listening to the previous caller and, she was upset about the girl being shamed and all that fun stuff. But my biggest concern, and I'm with the kid, all right, because why would you do that with someone you don't know rather than with the person you've been with for a long time that you know and trust? Because those 3 guys could have whatever it is, some kind of icky disease, and she's doing it for the first time, whether there's movement or no movement. And guess what? Now she might have some type of disgusting disease.
Well, Tracy,
You're not
did you
wrong.
ever go out on spring break?
I did, but I went with my girlfriends. I left with my girlfriends. That was the deal. We never, ever hooked up.
But a
And
lot of times
I think-
you go and you let go. You let your. I mean, it's like, how could she do that? Because you're caught up in the moment. You're having fun. It's
Yeah.
almost like in your 19-year-old brain, there are no rules. I can do whatever I want. Especially in Mexico, people think that. Not saying it's okay, but that's what happens. You just let loose. That's why we
Especially
have
when
this
there's
segment.
tequila involved.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
All right, Tracy,
Yeah.
thanks for listening.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries.
have a
Thanks,
great
guys.
day.
It was an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
We'll do it a couple times in the next 3 weeks. Someone said, can you please post the unbleeped version of Spring Break Bus?
Oh my gosh, I don't know if we are allowed to do
The
that.
director's cut.
I think we can.
What?
It's
Where?
a podcast.
Oh,
It's a-
on
you could
the
be a little
pod
bit
and
crazy. Yeah.
afterwards.
Second time in 2
oh, that'd be
weeks.
crazy.
Second time in 2 weeks I've had to use Urban Dictionary for your show. All right, we got tickets to Bruno Mars. Alexia, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're playing a game for Bruno Mars tickets. Nick, what game we playing?
We're playing a game called 135 today, guys. It's Bruno Mars and Friends themed. So it's the songs of Bruno Mars and songs that feature Bruno Mars. You have a chance to get 5 points if you can get the song in 1 second, 3 points in 3 seconds, 1 point in 5 seconds, okay?
Sounds great.
We're going to start with Johnjay.
Nothing to lose. What song is that? It's Bruno Mars.
Yeah, you got that part.
Oh, and it's B.O.B.
So you get 1 point there.
It's Airplanes.
Airplanes.
Boom.
Okay. It is not.
But B.O.B. is
Airplanes.
B.O.B. is Airplanes.
B.O.B.'s in it.
And Nothing on You is the name of the song. So good job. Good job, Johnjay. Very confident. I appreciate that. Rich?
Be a billionaire so bad. With gym class heroes, yeah?
Man, I don't know if I can take it.
But
it is Billionaire.
Travis.
You get 5 points. Yeah, 1 point for Travis McCoy. It's from his solo album. So good job, Rich. Peyton.
Well, that's Just Might.
Is
Bruno
it
Mars.
Is it just that one though? Is that the name of it?
Just Might
Is that the name of it?
of the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's not the name
I
of the
Just
song.
Might.
I Just Might is the name
Yeah,
of the
I
song.
Just Might,
Okay,
I Just
that's
Might, I
fine.
Just
We'll
Might, I
take
Just
it.
Might.
5 points. Good job, Peyton. Kyle.
Move.
That's what it says. Put your move. Give me give me the next one, the 3. He says move.
It was Moon.
Same dip. Okay. Oh my
Put your
gosh.
pinky fingers and move it.
Okay. Well, it's Bruno Mars.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Give me
Good
5.
start. Okay.
That's 24K golden. Did I get it wrong last
You
time?
had this before.
Did I get it wrong?
You answered the same way the last time.
24 karat, 24 magic.
Couldn't. You're getting closer. You're working it out. We'll give it to you. It's 24K magic. So, all right, 1 point. Kyle's
Okay,
on the
yeah,
board.
I
Who
deserve
else
that
sang
1
that song?
point.
I think it's just Bruno Mars.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was a collab.
No, I think that's just Bruno Mars. I could be proven wrong very soon. Either way, Alexia, it's your turn.
Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile.
Wow.
That
5
was
points.
amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Going into round 2, Alexia, Peyton both tied with 5. Rich has 6. We'll kick off this round with Johnjay.
I'm playing a grenade, Bruno.
Yeah! All right. Good job. We just talked about that song last week.
song.
That's why I
I get
gave it
that
to you.
one.
Good
Long
job.
time.
6 points for Johnjay in the game today. Rich?
Door open with Silk Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the door open.
Yeah, okay. Good
Do it.
job. All
Don't close
right.
it.
Yeah, there we are. Good job, Rich. Peyton?
At the apata, pata. That's apata. Bruno Mars.
Okay.
And. Ooh, Blackpink. Rose.
Okay, all right.
It's
Good
Rosé.
job.
All day.
Rose all day.
I know everyone else.
Apata.
11 points for Peyton in this game. Good job. Kyle?
Oh, that's the lazy song.
Yeah, okay. Good job.
Thank you.
You worked that out real fast. Alexia, if you can get this, you're going to go see Bruno Mars, and it's going to be the best show you've ever seen.
Just the Way You Are.
Wow. All right. So there you guys.
Good job, Alexia.
Huge big
she's a
Bruno
Bruno.
Mars fan. Way to go.
I love Bruno Mars. I can't wait.
Awesome.
Yay.
You crushed it.
Congratulations, Alexia. Hold on, we will set you up. I got that allergy thing going. I'm pretty sure.
I went out and got one of those allergies.
Man, I keep reading that the allergies in Phoenix are like an all-time high, and I think I have it. Or I read another article that something is hit the West Coast that is like a virus that's all the symptoms I have, I think.
Is it just you? Is it just in here though? In this room?
No, I started getting it last night.
Okay.
So normally I would tell you when it's all in here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it gets amplified in the studio all the time.
Yeah,
But
well-
I did take an allergy pill, which I never do, so hopefully that'll... And then I thought that you have to take allergy pills like for a long time before they kick in, but I don't know. But, I was in San Diego over the weekend because my son Kemp, at some point I'm like, when is basketball season going to be over, for God's sake? But they keep winning.
Well, that's awesome.
I know. So they just made the tournament. So the Division II, whatever March Madness is that we're used to.
That's
Division II
awesome.
March, yeah. So it's pretty cool. But so then I got back on Saturday, and then yesterday, I wish I had freaking race car music. I keep thinking about. I posted on my stories the beginning to Cars.
Oh, yeah.
And that Sheryl Crow song.
Yeah.
That's such a good song when you watch Cars.
Totally.
It's such a great, but you never hear it anywhere else.
Nowhere. Yeah.
Like you hear Life is a Highway all over the place, but
Of
that
course.
Sheryl Crow song is so good. So I was watching, I got invited to go to the NASCAR yesterday here in Phoenix, which the place has been here since 1964, and I've never been. And it was awesome. I was so blown away. I was not, everything that I heard, like, oh God, traffic, it was a piece of cake getting in there. It was a piece of cake leaving. And that to me is the biggest thing for me.
Yeah,
right?
parking is always a big deal.
Piece of cake, in and out. Didn't get stuck in traffic at all. And then there's so much going on at this NASCAR event. It's like Disneyland for adults. Like I got there at 9:15, 9:30, but at 9 was the Joey Chestnut hot dog eating contest. Where was that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was just happening.
Yeah.
And then country singer Craig Morgan goes on and does a full-on concert at 10. And then there's another concert at 11. And it's like all these huge artists there performing. It was just nuts, man. But then you see, I got to go to the pit where you see all the cars and stuff. And I was not expecting that, what I experienced there. I'm walking around, and you can see they're booths where the guys who own the cars are in there, and you can see all, I don't even know how to explain to you, but all of a sudden I'm in this one, because Michael Jordan owns the car.
Yeah,
a
it's
team.
big time right now.
He owns a team, and he's won.
They're winning.
He's won 3 in a row, which has never been done before. So he's in the best mood possible. And Gayle King was there filming him. We're doing a story on him. And I guess I didn't know that. And I'm walking through this, and I'm standing in front of this booth, and I'm talking to this guy, and I look, and Michael Jordan is closer to me than where Kyle is.
That's wild.
Like where this microphone is.
Wow.
And I'm
The
just
Michael Jordan.
The Michael Jordan, and I'm just staring at him, and I just can't believe it. And then I'm filming him.
I saw that. That looks pretty wild.
Everything that you saw that I posted, I recorded 3 times as much as that, and then I felt like I was trying to not be that guy.
Yeah.
But it's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you got
Did you
to.
go up and say hi? Like
I
you would
did.
have to go say hi to Michael Jordan.
I had a picture of him when I met him in 1991.
I love that picture.
And I go, and I hold, and there's a guy next to me. He's like, Michael, can I get a picture? And I hold up my picture to him and me. And I go, hey, we met when I was 20 in 1991 or something like that. And he goes, be like that guy and just get an old picture of us. Is what he said.
no.
And then you're like, oh, so we can't get a current one?
And then,
Oh my God.
You want to get a new one?
And then he came over. And you know, there's that guy, AZ Sports guy, the guy that does all the restaurants. I've been on he'll be like, hey, what's your favorite restaurant? He was next to me. I was talking to him for a long time. He's big on social media. And Michael Jordan was so low key. He didn't know that Michael Jordan was there.
Oh, because he had a hat on. He was kind of chilling.
No, because there was Kurt Busch was there.
Oh, yeah.
And the other guys that raced for Michael Jordan. So he was looking at Kurt Busch, who, by the way, Kurt Busch and I hit it off. So I'm having dinner with him.
Oh, that's nice.
You're having dinner with him? How does that happen? Like,
Him and I have mutual friends. Turns out we have mutual friends, and it was so bizarre. It's such a weird thing.
Funny.
And so Michael Jordan, so the food guy is like, Michael, what's your favorite restaurant to eat in Arizona? And he's, where'd you eat in Arizona? He was like, I didn't. But then later, Michael answered his questions, and he's going to post that later. But I was just staring at him, and it was awesome.
Yeah, he's famous among famous people.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I couldn't even get past, like I thought, I'm not like this. Like for anybody, if it was Justin Bieber, or it was whoever it was, but with him. And I think it's because when I was a kid, he was the biggest thing in the world.
Right, I would
yeah.
be so starstruck if I saw Michael Jordan. I don't think I would like be like I would have to go say hi, but I would be mumbling. What?
But I was just scared.
Well, it's like
That's insane.
some celebrities like just surpass being just themselves. Like Michael Jordan's even a brand. You know what I mean? It's
he
like
was wearing his own shoes.
he should.
would hope.
Wouldn't you be upset if he wasn't
Well,
wearing
here's the
items?
thing. I analyzed everything he was wearing. So he was wearing Oakley sunglasses, which I was all excited about because I have a pair. But I don't know if I have his pair, but I want to get that pair, you know?
Of course you do, Johnjay.
But he was just hanging out. Like, that's
So
so weird. You know what I mean? It's
Well, I guess
weird.
his job as owning the team, it's not like he's got to, go in and fix the fuel in the car. He's an owner, right?
Watching that, by the way, watching the NASCAR
Oh,
race,
the
and then
pit stops
watching,
are nuts.
and then going and then sat in our seats, and then watching the race, it was exactly like the movie Cars. They come around, and then there's the pace car guy, right? You know, there's a guy in like a blue Corvette, and he sets the pace, right? And I'm watching that guy, and I'm like, if you don't do that for a living, that must be nerve wracking to be the pace car before the race starts. So the race, you do the pace, that you go around the track a couple times, and then it's like time to go, and the pace car gets off the track. So I'm in my little area in the pace. I'm filming the pace car, and the race starts. And about 5 minutes later, Luis Gonzalez from the Diamondbacks pops up and comes over where I'm sitting. He's like, "Hey man, hey," he goes, "Dude, I was driving the pace car." I'm like,
He was
"What?"
in there?
He was in it. He was like,
That's
he
awesome.
was the guy.
Driving
He's
it?
like, he won the World Series. And I think this was more stressful for him and more exciting for him than winning the World Series. He's like, "Did you see that? I was driving the pace car." And he just described every single minute of being in the pace
I mean,
car.
is he going like 80? He's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be
He said
pretty quick.
in the rehearsal, there was a girl that was showing him, and she took it 150 miles an hour, and he was freaked out. And then here's the coolest thing that I did yesterday at the NASCAR thing. It was the coolest thing that I did. I didn't know you can do this, and everybody can do this. It wasn't just me. You get to go sign the track with a marker.
Yeah, when
That's
we went
cool.
there, we did that. It was so cool.
That was so freaking cool to be, because then as the race cars are driving and finishing and the race is over, they're driving over my name. I wrote on the track.
That's fun.
Everybody goes there with a marker and you write and you sign your name. I'm going to
so
post that
dope.
video later today because I thought that was so cool.
It's like so interactive. It makes you feel like you're really a part of like what's going on.
And it's here.
When's the next race? I want to go.
So this is what I found
so
out.
bad
I
right now.
interviewed
So
Latasha. She's the president, and you will love her. She's from here. And
Okay.
she's the first or only black woman president in NASCAR.
That's so dope.
Right, and she's amazing. And her energy, I felt she is something else. This woman, she literally, if you see the X Factor, there should be an X Factor TV show of not talent, just vibes, because she has vibes. Like this woman is like, oh my God, this woman is something. And if this is where she ends, it's fine. But whatever she's doing next, it's just a rocket. So she was unbelievable. And I think I'm going to misspeak here about NASCAR. I think there's like only 2 races here.
I think there's 2 a season, yeah.
So I don't know what they do the rest of the time on this big ass track.
Well,
No, they actually Phoenix Raceway does a lot with like like schools and doing like
Right.
kid stuff. They're really involved in the community, so they do
Very
stuff there
involved in
all the
community.
time.
But I mean, as far as making money and having a business,
Well, sometimes they do like
concerts, I know
EDM
that
shows out
they
there.
did New Year's Eve. John Summit
Yeah.
was there. I was
Oh,
trying to
that's
get them. I would tell her to bring the Backstreet Boys. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, then we don't have to go all the way to Vegas together.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was quite an experience. So thank you.
So you're going to be a
Phoenix Racer.
NASCAR guy now?
Yeah.
Talk about racing, be like,
I
yeah, that
feel
number,
like-
that number 14, he good.
You go one time and you're kind of like in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's so when we left, the race was still going on, and it was the loudest thing I've ever
Oh
experienced.
yeah, there's something about the first time you see cars
Oh.
come around where you're like,
Another
whoa.
thing, I ate so much food. I've been trying to eat healthy. I ate so much food, and there's ways to eat healthy there. But I had all the brownies, all the ice cream. I had all the.
And was
stuff.
it amazing as well?
It was fantastic. The food was fantastic. I had the best time yesterday. So thank you, Phoenix Raceway. Thank you, NASCAR. Thank you, Kurt Busch, and thank you, Michael Jordan, for giving me that moment. Oh, and Fat Joe. We had to say about Fat
Oh
Joe.
yeah, I saw that.
Fat Joe.
I saw him walk by and say, hey.
You know what? Do you remember we had him on the show one time?
Yeah.
I don't know if ever in person, but he called in one time because he hated 50 Cent, and they were fighting. And I remember he said he would beat the hell out of 50 Cent. So he comes walking out, and I go, "Hey, Joe," I go, "It's Johnjay, Kiss FM Phoenix," and he freaking turns over. He's like, "How you doing?" Like he remembered everything.
Really?
Yeah, I did. You could see him talking to me, and I thought I was taking a picture with him, but Blake was filming.
Yeah, I saw it was a video.
Yeah, so it was stupid. Like, I mean, I was
No, it looked like
I
you
was
guys were
posing.
chilling.
I know, but he was talking to me, and I wasn't responding because I didn't want to have that picture in my mouth, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I go, Fat Joe, like, hey Joe, and then, but anyway, he was really cool. He was really cool. Johnjay and Rich. We've got some big wedding news, you guys. Big wedding news. If you don't know, Peyton on the show is engaged to be married. The plan was sometime in October. But now what? Peyton Whitmore?
Well, it's kind of crazy how this whole thing kind of came to be. And I feel like it's a sign. And I need to follow the stars where the stars are telling me to go. So you guys remember a couple of days ago during Kyle and I's Celebrity Entertainment News segment, I did a story on the movie The Drama that stars Zendaya and Robert Pattinson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so A24, the production company, they basically, for promotion for the film, decided to do this pop-up wedding chapel in Vegas for one day only. They only had 14 time slots for couples to get married, and you could apply online. So I did that, and I was just kind of like, just doing it for like, just
For
jokes.
funsies,
Just
like, why
for-
not?
Just for funsies, why not? Well, Friday afternoon, I get an email from the Drama A24 production studio, and it says, "Thank you for your submission. We'd like to invite you to get married at the Drama Wedding Chapel next weekend."
Whoa.
That's amazing.
So, it's possible Kadeem and I might be getting married this
Why would
weekend
you
in
not?
Vegas, March 14th.
Why would you not?
Well, there's a couple catches. So for one, other than the fact of the quick turnaround time, you know what I mean? Like we literally had 8 days notice that we might be getting married at this chapel. But what's also wild is they sent me over like the participant form, and it has you fill out your name, it has you fill out your age, your time slot preferences, what do you want to wear, who are you inviting, and then on here it has the confession card. So the confession card, it says before the ceremony, each partner will privately fill out a card describing the worst thing that they have ever done. These answers will be read aloud by the officiant during your wedding. Because the
That's
premise
amazing.
of The Drama, if you watch the trailer, they go around the room and it's Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. They're a week out from getting married. They're sitting with their married couple friend. And their friend says, "Hey, the thing that we did before we got married is we told each other the worst thing that we ever done. Let's go around the room and tell everyone the worst thing that you've ever done." Well, when Zendaya said hers, and the trailer gets all dark and mysterious, everyone's like, "What? How dare you? How could you do that?" And then it's like a living nightmare for the next week as they're about to get
That's
married.
good.
So that's kind of the catch. So I did fill out the forms like before Kadeem gave me the A-OK about it. So we'll still see if we
Okay.
do it. I talked to him about it. I don't know.
Can
guys.
I throw my opinion out to
Yes.
you? Wait, okay. So when my wife and I got engaged, and then I got asked to be on the cover of a magazine for being a bachelor. And I went to her and I said, "I get to be on the cover of a magazine. When am I ever going to be on the cover of a magazine?" She goes, "Do it." So I'm in the center of the magazine as a bachelor, and it was really cool. Now, a lot of her friends were like, "You're engaged. Why is he on the cover?" And we had to deal with a little backlash. Then Blake and I get married, and I start doing a radio show in Cincinnati, and I'm in a meeting, and the TV's on in the background, and it's Maury Povich, and it says, "Are you in love with your coworker?" And I was like, "Call this number," and I called the number, and I was like, "Yeah, I do a radio show. I'm in love with my coworker." And they called me back and they said, we want you to come be on the Maury Povich show. So I said to Blake, oh my God, the marketing for this show would be great. She goes, do it. So I do this. I've been married 4 months and now I'm on the Maury Povich show talking about having a crush on my coworker, right? But Blake was in on it the whole time.
Right.
And the marketing for the show was fantastic. So in my opinion, you sit down with Kadeem and you both come up with
The worst things.
that you both were going to accept from each other and you laugh about it and say, submit it, get the invite, go do the event this weekend. Don't change any of your real married plans and go get married for fun on this show and then see what happens. Then when the movie, whenever it comes out, just let it happen.
I know. I don't know. So I know it's like they're going to, because they asked, like, you have to accept that they use, like, the promotional stuff, video, footage,
of
whatever.
course.
So I was like, this is going to be really cool. Like, this is not just a movie. This is Zendaya and Robert Pattinson's movie. Like, this is insane.
You always
So-
said you wanted to be on a reality show. This is
I
like
know.
your way
I
in.
think this is like, and also there's that part of me that's like so excited of that element, like the cool story. But also, you guys, I think I've realized, like, I've told you before, like, wedding planning is not for me. So the fact that I can go and do something really cool, have a 40-minute ceremony, and literally just show up and get married to the love of my life, like, that's the best thing ever.
And then
but
all you
gotta
do is a
treat
party
that,
later.
But you treat that like it's not real, and you still continue if you want. I mean, or
Yeah.
you make that, or you still have your wedding, whatever you're gonna do in October, November.
Yeah, no,
This is
totally.
just pretend you're going to Vegas for the weekend, and instead
No,
of going
for
to a
sure.
show, you're doing this wedding thing. But write down your vows. They probably, like, I would say, whatever the secret is, don't make it sexual because that's probably gonna get a ton of those. So you got to come up with something like you stole an ambulance and
or like you stole from his parents.
something
or
like
something
that. You
terrible.
it's got to
like,
be something he doesn't
you know what I
know.
mean?
Yeah.
You
He doesn't-
lied about his brother
Something
being
insane.
his
You
brother.
watched
He's
his
not
parents-
his brother. He's your brother.
You watch his parents have sex and post the video.
Yeah,
And
but
you
that's not
He
sexual.
said not sexual.
I know, but now I changed it.
But I don't know. I think it's going to be a really cool
Yeah, that's
opportunity if we
amazing.
do
All right,
so.
so here's
yeah,
a
you got
text.
to do it.
A
You gotta
text
do it.
that says, "Oh my God, I'll be in Vegas this weekend. Let me get an invite."
That would be awesome. You could be our witness.
Yeah, would your parents be able to go or his
So
parents?
I
or-
actually talked to my parents about it. Everyone on my side of the family is absolutely game. The only thing that's difficult is because we're in Arizona. We can hop in the car, 6-hour car drive. Like his family's in Portland, Seattle. So having to get them to go would be a little
But
bit.
we'll
But
just
I'm
do it
also
anyway.
like,
Don't
why don't
make
just
it-
the two of us go?
That's it. You don't make it. If you don't, that's where you're making the mistake. I think you're treating it like a real wedding.
Or just like bring your best friends just for
Yeah.
fun. They're
Yeah.
just for
This-
the fun of it.
This is a bit. You're going to Vegas to see the Backstreet Boys.
No,
and
I'm with you.
by the way, we did this funny thing for this movie.
Right.
That's how you treat it. If
Yeah.
you get it, if you start letting your brain go, oh wait, they're in Portland, they're here. It's too much. And you're gonna be like,
No,
I can't.
I'm with you.
You have to look at it like a fun
I don't know. We'll
bit.
see though. On Wednesday, we get the confirmation if we are game for it. So I'll keep you guys up to
That's
We
date.
can,
exciting.
we can even ask, we can do a whole segment. We can ask our audience to come up with ideas to give Kadeem and Peyton that are secrets.
The
But
worst thing you've ever done.
Non-sexual, the worst thing you've ever done, to give you ideas so you can write it down and submit it. And they'll be like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh,
know?
this is amazing.
What- like I forget, the worst thing I've ever done, I think about it all the time. I live on when I was in San Diego and Blake and I were dating, I lived on the 4th floor. And there was a blind guy named Phil that lived on the 3rd floor. He was kind of a jerk. So every once in a while, when he'd get in the elevator, I'd let him off on the wrong floor.
That is pretty horrible.
That's
pretty bad.
mean,
I feel bad
Johnjay.
because later he drowned in his bathtub later.
Shut up.
Oh,
Years
that's
later.
awful.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, I know.
that's so sad.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That is terrible.
Because
Yeah.
he had memorized where he was
Poor
going.
Phil.
Right?
Of course.
So he couldn't get into his room. He couldn't do whatever. And I was like, ha, Phil.
so mean.
Could you press number 4 for me? No problem, sir.
No, I was on 4. He was on 3, and I let him off on 2. Johnjay and Rich, we need a contestant for a minute to win it. We got $1,000 on the line. 877-937-1047. Call us right now. Couple of text messages. You text JJR, whatever you want to say, to 96893. Johnjay and Rich, bring back the outro. I loved it when you added the outro to the iHeartRadio podcast. Now it's gone. Noah, what are you doing with the outro? I thought that you were doing that every day.
I heard some negative opinions on the outro.
So what?
I was
Go
going
ahead.
to make another one, or
Did your feelings get hurt?
Dude, if I lived my life by, they're negative, I wouldn't be here. For God's sake. Somebody else. I worked for NASCAR for 15 years. So the next race is in November. March and November. Yeah, it was freaking great, man. I'm so happy to hear I wasn't the only person that had to use Urban Dictionary this morning. Johnjay, Rich, you guys need to do Spring Break Bust every other day. I love it. We probably will. Because it just started. My son, Dutch, get this. My son, Dutch, and it makes sense when I tell you this because my son Kemp lives in Hawaii, right? And my son Kemp shares a townhome with 3 other teammates. So if you're going to go anywhere for spring break where you can stay for free, you'd go to Hawaii because he can,
Sure.
Part of the reason when you go to Hawaii, the expensive is where you're going to stay. So Dutch can stay at Kemp's house for free. So Dutch went with like 7 friends, and they're all at Kemp's house right now, which is chaos. But Kemp's team almost didn't make the tournament, and Kemp wouldn't have been there. But now Kemp is home, and then Kemp comes with the tournaments in San Francisco this weekend, so he leaves Thursday. But Dutch will be at his place for 5 days.
That's so fun.
I know,
The brothers
right?
get to spring break together in college.
I
That's
know,
awesome.
right? It's the second year in a row they've done that, which is really cool. Meanwhile, Jake, has a real job and still going to school. So anyway, all right, we've got a contestant for a minute to win it. What's up, Robert?
Hey.
You ready to play?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Okay, Robert, 60 seconds on the clock to win $1,000 of Pat Hickey and Peoria Ford's money. You just got to get 10 in a row. Totally right. No skips. Under 60 seconds. Let's go. What is the name of the trophy you win for a movie at the Academy Awards?
Oscar.
If we spring forward for daylight savings, what do we do for standard time?
Fall back.
Who was the first person to allegedly walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Name any movie starring Robert Downey Jr.
Sherlock Holmes.
Summer Olympics in 2028 are in LA. Where were the last Summer Olympics?
Paris.
What is the name of Earth's smallest ocean?
Arctic.
Halitosis is the medical term for what?
Bad breath.
A foal is what kind of baby animal?
Chicken.
Oh, you were rolling
You had 7 right.
It's a horse, right?
A horse, of course. A foal is a baby
Aw,
horse.
you were doing so great.
Yeah. No worries.
Well, hold on. We're still going to set you up with a prize. my
Robert's
friend.
smart. Got a couple of tough ones.
I know I would never have gotten the Arctic.
I know, me either.
I know.
I
That's
was
why
like,
he had,
Mediterranean?
neither did he. He had Google up, but he did great. Robert, hold on. We're going to set you up with Corona Beach Club with Bijou. Hold on the line, right? It's happening March 26th at Sun Bar in Tempe. The world-famous DJ Bijou spinning live. It's the ultimate exclusive beach party with Corona. 21 and up and invitation only. We'll be giving away more here in just a little bit, so you got to keep listening. Also, this is cool. If you miss Spring Break Bus, and there's been a lot of hype with Spring Break Bus, if you go to Johnjay and Rich on Instagram, and what do you put in there, Peyton? What's the word?
You have to type in the word bust
Okay.
into the comments, and you get the link sent straight to your phone
Let me look it up real quick.
or straight to your DMs.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that, and there's a great picture of Kyle and Peyton in their bikinis. Hello. So the thing that we talked about last week is that don't DM it to us because I got so many
I
DMs.
know.
You got to make it in the comments. Oh, Kyle, every once in a while, what brand of swimsuit are you wearing in the picture?
I don't know what picture that is.
It's one of you guys at the casino, this one.
It's from Shein.
Yeah, if you see Kyle in any kind of outfit, 9 times out of 10, it's a really, really good deal somewhere.
Yeah.
That's true.
So if you go to Johnjay and Rich on Instagram and you type in the word bust, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Bust, we will send it directly to you. We'll send you Spring Break Bust directly to your phone right now. Johnjay and Rich, Instagram, bust. Speaking of Kyle and Fug, while I was at NASCAR, I saw you were at the pre-NASCAR.
Pre
Pre-NASCAR.
The historic NASCAR. I think that's like one of the coolest parts about Arizona is we always have so much going on. Like on one side of town, it's like NASCAR. Then you got, all the spring training. And then on the other side of the town, you like go back to medieval times at the Renaissance Festival. And so it was so cool. I had never gone actually dressed up. And I went and I got dressed up. I was inspired by Peyton the last time she went. And I was like, I do feel like Renaissance Festival would be more fun if you actually get into it and kind of just you just submerge yourself in it, in their world. And it was. So I got to actually, I was there to judge a contest, and the contest was the Wizards and Mystical Creatures contest.
That's fun.
And this was the adult one. So these people go all out and paint their entire body and put hair like on their face that isn't normally there. And so that was really cool to watch and see. And like, just being there and seeing the fire breathers and the jousting, which is the best part, you know.
Yeah, that looks
For me,
legit.
the jousting is the best part. But, you know, they do have refreshments as well. So, like, I was waiting in line. I'm standing there in line waiting to get a cool beverage because it was hot out. And the girl behind me goes, "Excuse me, you have a bug in your hair. Would you like me to get it out for you?" And all of a sudden, I just got really hot, like, internally, like, oh my God, another bug on me. I was like, yes, definitely. Please get it out. Like, trying to keep my cool. And then she goes, "It's actually really big. What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh!"
Renaissance Festival bug from back in the day.
I'm like, "Get it out." She's like, "Stay still." And she grabs whatever it is and gets it out.
With her fingers? She just grabbed it?
She just grabbed it and like threw it. And I saw like out of the corner of my eye as she threw it. And it was something large. I don't know what it was, but I was like, like afterwards, I was like,
You hit it with
"Man,
a turkey leg?"
This is, I needed one of the jousts, one of the like swords or something to just hoo-ha, hoo-ha.